Might as well.
All right, let's get started with your Friday forecast, guys. Still tracking some light to moderate rain out over Roswell. This is the last of the overnight activity, so it's not going to be here too much longer, especially as that sun comes up. But we'll squeeze out some rain. Just be careful out on the roadways for the morning commute. As far as the rest of us, just a little bit of high cloud cover and our temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s out there. Warmest temps down to the south, and then we have the 40s up over the northern mountains and southern Colorado. Now, Durango, warmer at 53. That feels pretty nice, but Albuquerque 69 to start, and then those low 80s come in by lunchtime. 88 degrees is a forecast high today. We've got spotty to scattered storms in the forecast once again, so our moisture is looking much better today as that cold front has already pushed through, and we can see this reflected in some of the models. You see better coverage compared to yesterday. Now, northeast and east central areas, you had quite a bit of severe weather yesterday. The severe risk has come down some, but still be very careful of the heavy rain, the strong winds kicked out from those storms. We saw that yesterday here in the metro. That was awful. That outflow came barreling through, kicked up the winds, everything. But that is going to be a concern once again getting into the later half of the afternoon. But it's these surges of moistures we're counting on to keep these rain chances going. When it comes to mainly the eastern side of the state, that cold front moved through, so our rain chances look better today. They'll come down tomorrow, still a few spot storms, and then come up again on Sunday. It's another cold front moving in Sunday into Monday that really starts to bump up the rain chances here. I think Monday is going to be a pretty active day out across the state. Coming down again as we get into early mid next week, but still enough moisture to watch for these pop-up storms. So in general, it's going to be up and down, really. So that's why we're saying surges of moisture, because this is not the monsoon flow. What we have out there is these back-to-back cold fronts that keep the moisture in and over the state. If we didn't have these cold fronts, we'd be dry. We'd be looking at sunshine. So I'm thankful for the fact that we actually have not only a cold front moving through the rest of the state today and enough of the moisture to keep the spot storms around for tomorrow, but yet another cold front sliding in right behind it Sunday into Monday. So we start that process all over again with the northeast favored Sunday, and then eventually into Monday that cold front passes, and that's what's going to raise the rain chances across the rest of the state. So needless to say, keep that umbrella, raincoat on standby. Do you know the temperatures will stay pretty close, if not even slightly above average for the next few days? Southern Colorado looking at 70s and 80s. Storm chances will be hit and miss today and tomorrow. High temperatures, though, in the 80s for as far as we can see. Northwest, partly sunny with increasing showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the 70s in Dulce and Cuba. Farmington, not too bad. 88 today through Sunday. Southwest, some spotty to scattered storms this afternoon. Highs in the 80s and 90s. We continue with these 90s through early next week. Southeastern New Mexico is seeing some spotty showers this morning. More scattered storms expected this afternoon. High temps in the 80s near the state line, 90s in Roswell, Artesia, and Carlsbad. Northeast, more storms, but these shouldn't be as strong as what we had yesterday. Just watch for the heavy rain. High temps in the 80s for most of us. Northern Mountains splitting the 70s and 80s. Cloud cover and storms looking better this afternoon. As far as the weekend goes, a few spot storms expected, just not quite as many as today. East Mountains partly cloudy. We've got scattered storms, high temps in the 70s and 80s, and we continue with those 80s in Edgewood for the next 7 afternoons. Metro, partly sunny. We have a better shot of seeing some rain today. Not everyone will get in on the shower activity, but at least today is looking better than yesterday. Spot storms expected Saturday into Sunday, Sunday into Monday. Rain chances increase again with cold front number 2. High temps will stay in the upper 80s to low 90s. The overnight lows in the 60s. So, of course, we'll post that forecast online. If you have any questions, you guys can hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I know a lot of us are going to be making some maybe outdoor plans for the weekend. I'll have more on details on that on there.
Yeah, and the good thing is that a lot of the time you don't have to cancel your outdoor plans, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially these cold fronts come in, and, you know, it's like these spotty storms. What got us yesterday, though, those winds held on for a few hours.
Yes, very true.
The outflow is like the worst part, because you get the wind, you see the dark clouds, but there's no rain.
Yeah,
you know
it's coming, but it's not.